Hello everybody, my name is Iron Gaming and welcome to the NBA 2016 Draft Predictions. I'm going to predict the first 12 picks, see who I think everybody's going to pick. With the first pick, the Philadelphia 76ers are going to select. I mean, is there really anything like shocking here? They're going to pick Ben Simmons. Let's be real. The Sixers are going to
With the
take Ben
first
Simmons.
pick in the NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select
There it is.
Ben
Ben
Simmons
Simmons.
from Louisiana State University.
I couldn't see it being anybody else. I mean, they could go with a shocker like Brandon Ingram, but I mean, it seems like Ben Simmons is a lock to go #1 to the Sixers at this point. Even though I don't know if that's the best thing for them, but that's clearly who I think they're going to take. And here are the LA Lakers. And the Lakers, there's some options here, I think. But I think overall, I think the Lakers, I don't think it's that close. I think it's Simmons, Ingram, and then it's just a bunch of maybes or possiblies. But Brandon Ingram right here, it's pretty easy.
With the second pick in the NBA draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Brandon Ingram from Duke University.
And now is where it starts to get interesting because everybody says after the first two it's kind of a talent drop-off. I don't know if I necessarily agree with a huge talent drop-off there. But with this third pick, the Boston Celtics, I don't know how likely it is that they will make a pick here. They might end up trading this pick away. But we'll go to team needs. We'll go to like who this team has. I got Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, Evan Turner, Jared Sullinger, Avery Bradley, Kelly Olynyk, Marcus Smart. So plenty of guards. They don't necessarily need another guard, except for maybe. But it's pretty clear. I mean, how many of these guys actually have contracts after this year? They have plenty of guards under contract still, small forwards and a power forward, but that power forward isn't that great. They have no centers under contract and no really great power forward either. So I think it's pretty clear that they're going to go with a bigger guy. Even though a lot of people would think it would be like Buddy Hield. I think they'll take probably one of these two. I mean, Jaylen Brown, you could throw his name in there if you want, but I think it's going to be one of these two guys. And I think they're going to take Chris. Or I think they would take Chris in this situation.
With the third pick,
like I said, I don't really think they're even going to take. I don't even think they're really going to end up drafting.
The 20-year-old power forward from the University of Washington.
And with the fourth pick, the Suns, they don't really need a guard themselves. So I don't see them drafting a Buddy Hield here, even though I think he's probably the third best player in the draft behind Simmons and Ingram. I don't see him going here either to the Phoenix Suns. Check out their team needs. Obviously, they have too many guards as it is. So I think it's pretty obvious who they would go with at this pick. And that's Dragon Bender. They need a power forward. And I think
With
Bender,
the fourth pick
just
in the
like
NBA
last year when
draft,
Kristaps Porzingis went
Phoenix Suns
fourth
select
to the Knicks.
the
This might
19-year-old power forward.
Phoenix
from
Suns
Croatia.
fans might not really know much about him, but I think he could work out well for them. Then you got the Timberwolves, one of the most talented young teams in the entire league, pretty much. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, those guys can ball out. We all know that. But then, I mean, other than those guys, Ricky Rubio, he's been okay, but he hasn't been necessary. He's not Steph Curry, and he got drafted before him, so they're gonna try and avoid making a similar mistake to that one. Obviously, they don't need a small forward or a center. They got Towns and Wiggins, so we'll check out everybody here. And I think it's just destiny. I mean, Buddy Hield has already fallen this far. Buddy Hield to the Timberwolves, which
With
makes
the
this
fifth
team
pick
even more
in the
deadly than
NBA
it
draft,
already is.
The
I
Minnesota
mean,
Timberwolves select the 21-year-old
that's a
shooting
championship
guard from
contender if all
University
these
of
guys can
Oklahoma.
develop right. With the number 6 pick, who will the Pelicans try and pair up with that man, the brow, Anthony Davis. I mean, Drew Holiday, Tyreek Evans are around, but other than that, I think they could use another guard, in my opinion. Somebody who could really hold it down after that, because I don't know how much longer they plan on keeping Eric Gordon around, Norris Cole either. So with this pick, I see the Pelicans taking Chris Dunn.
With the 6th pick in the NBA draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select Chris Dunn from Providence College.
And Chris Dunn is like one of the more interesting players throughout the whole draft. And again, every time, Amar hates you. But Chris Dunn can go pretty much like anywhere. I've seen him top 3, 10. Projections are all over the place for that guy. And then you get to the Denver Nuggets. It's a more interesting one. They've got Fareed, Gallinari, Barton. Then they got plenty of young talent at center. I don't see them. They definitely won't take a center. That's just, it's not happening. But one thing you don't see there is like a young, talented guy to step up for when some of these small forwards perhaps go away. Maybe a power forward to replace Kenneth Fareed once they're done with him. So we're gonna see who's available here. Deontay Davis, Jamal Murray, but they won't take Jamal. Jaylen Brown, I think that's an interesting one, but I think their small forward's a bit more crowded. So I think right here, go down a couple in case I don't want to forget anybody. Don't think I am. So I think they take Deontay Davis here. Power forward, who's going to need some time to develop anyway. So if you give him the time to develop while Kenneth Fareed still starts, I think that's a good thing.
Forward from Michigan State University.
Number 8, the Sacramento Kings. Now the Kings, they got Boogie. That's all. I mean, other than that, they got Collison. They got Rudy Gay. Costa Kufos. But, not a lot of great talent other than maybe these top 4 guys. And Rondo, he's up there in age now. Rudy Gay isn't far behind him either. But, I mean, it's almost like do or die time for them, because I don't see DeMarcus Cousins being around for them forever. He might want out of there soon if they don't start winning games. So I think a good guy to pair with Boogie, it's got to be Jaylen Brown. Rudy Gay's only on a 1-year contract now, and
With the
he's been a bit of a
draft,
weird dynamic with him and DeMarcus Cousins. So Jaylen Brown,
University of California.
his future would be bright next to DeMarcus Cousins. Then you got the Raptors, who made the playoffs, made a good run at the Eastern Conference Finals, ended up losing in 6 games to the Cavaliers, obviously. And the reason they're here is because they just had somebody else's draft pick. So, I mean, they're in a good position here to really just take best player available, I would say. Because they've got kind of all their top players right there. Nobody's really that aging except for DeMar Carroll, so maybe a small forward could be a target here. But you got guys like Wade, Baldwin, Diamond Stone, Jamal Murray. I think with this one, I don't know, would they take Jamal Murray? I think this is a place where they can kind of just take anybody you feel like. I mean, you name it, they could probably take them. Go all the way down here. But like I said, I think it's just best player available at this spot. And I think the best player available right here would probably be somebody like a Jamal Murray. So Jamal Murray to the Raptors, play off the bench, sit behind Kyle Lowry.
Raptors select Jamal Murray from the University of Kentucky.
Play off the bench and perhaps develop into something, because Lowry, his contract's going to be up soon too. I don't remember what year, but pretty sure it's soon. And then you got the Milwaukee Bucks, who seemingly have enough talent to maybe make an 8th seed. They got guys like Giannis, Chris Middleton, Greg Monroe, Jabari, Michael Carter Williams. It's a talented team. I could see them being like an 8th seed in a couple of seasons, something like that. So right here, I think I would probably go back to the team needs one more time. Somebody, I mean, they have a ton of young talent, but you got a lot of expiring contracts. I mean, these are the only 4 guys you got under contract, plus Michael Carter Williams. I don't know how settled they are on him as the point guard for them. So, I mean, some competition there. Can bring in Wade Baldwin the 4th. Make that interesting dynamic in Milwaukee. Get a shooter.
Bucks select the 20-year-old point guard from Vanderbilt University.
And with the 11th pick, the Orlando Magic, who have a ton of young talent as well. You can see it here. The oldest guy is 26. Oh, ignore that. Whatever. Sure. That's not real. Right there. That's not happening. Okay. But yeah, it's just another place of like they could just afford to take whoever they feel is the best, and whoever I think would kind of fall at the spot. And I think a guy like Skal Labissiere, who was early on in draft talks,
With
like
the 11th
they thought he
pick
might go
in the
top
NBA draft,
5.
the Orlando
So I mean,
Magic
this is a
select
good pick for the Magic.
20-year-old
Who
power
falls to
forward
them?
from the University of Kentucky.
They could develop them. Maybe use them as a trade piece at some point because they don't have a lot of needs. They need some veterans more than anything anyway. So I don't know if they even make that draft pick. And then you got the Utah Jazz finally. Got Derek Favors, Gordon Hayward, Rudy Gobert, Rodney Hood. See some of the guys under contract. See some of the guys not under contract. And now, again, another situation of just who's good and who's there still. And one guy I like to go to the Jazz right here, Denzel Valentine, to end off my draft predictions. There's the top
With the
12
12th
draft
pick
picks.
in the NBA draft,
So thank you everybody so
the
much for
Utah
watching.
Jazz
If you enjoyed,
select
if you agree, if you
the
disagree, make sure you absolutely
21-year-old
wreck that
shooting
like
guard from
and
Michigan
subscribe
State
button. I'll see
University.
you all next time. Bye.